Morning. So far, my experience in Hokkaido has not been good. I did not get great sleep last night. I was just thinking, like, ever since I set foot off the ferry, lots of things have gone wrong. There was no taxi, there was no buses at the terminal there, so I had to figure out a way to get back into the city. It just took a long time, and then I wanted to get laundry done, so there's only two machines, and they do the all-in-one wash and dry cycle, so it takes 2 hours per load, and everyone in the hotel was trying to get laundry done at the same time, so I had to wait my turn. Finally got laundry in at like 7 p.m. It took like 2 hours. While I was waiting for laundry, I had everything in, so nothing else to wear, but some kind of massive street festival was going on a side street. I couldn't see it, but I could hear it, so I was just pissed off that like this massive, extravagant festival is happening and I missed the entire thing because I can't go outside. It was just frustrating. I didn't get good sleep last night. I was trying to get a video uploaded. The Wi-Fi here is okay, but it's a little on the slow side, so I'm just like off to not a good start. But we're taking a 00. I just need to like relax. I think today's going to be a super busy day with planning. It's just the way this trail is. Like on a normal through hike, you just follow the route and all the water sources are there and all the town stops are already listed. But here there's nothing. I have to do everything myself. So it's just 10 times the logistics. So fighting with logistics, figuring out where I'm going from here. Things are going to get more remote as I travel north. Which reminds me, if I drop off the radar for a few days, if you see like a break in the videos or no updates on my Facebook page, don't worry, that's only a good thing. It just means I'm getting further remote, but there's nothing stopping me now. We're in the last home stretch of this trail. We still got like probably a month to finish it up, but we're getting to the end. Anyway, I'm trying to stay positive. It's a nice sunny day outside. I think today's mainly going to be a work day. We'll start off with an awesome hotel breakfast and take my time and enjoy an awesome meal. So we'll see you down there. Well, that breakfast was awesome. That was exactly what I needed. They had like everything there. Little dessert bars and there was even a little wine thing. I didn't get a wine this morning, but like you could have all kinds of stuff. Going up for multiple rounds, I'm definitely full. But it was kind of cool because at each little station where like Hokkaido is really famous for dairy products and such, so the milk was it had the name of whatever farm it was sourced from, and the rice had a little display on it saying what farm that was from, and the beef was from such and such, locally grown in Hokkaido and all that. And so that was kind of cool seeing a bunch of the little local signage and all the little products that you could get. Oh, but that was great. When I was sitting there, I was thinking, just because like through hiking and working and logistics and videos and everything, it's just I don't have enough time to, when you get to a cool town like this, even though I'm 00ing here, there's so much cool things to just see and do and take in. But when I finish the trail and start making my way back to Tokyo, I think I'll have enough time, like 10 days maybe in between finishing the trail and my flight home, so I can definitely slow roll it coming back down south. So I think this is definitely one of those towns I want to stop back through here and take another couple of days and just see more when I don't have to worry about being busy all the time. But anyway, today's mainly going to be a work day, I think. One of the big things I definitely want to do in this town today, most likely, because I think the weather's going to be good, but one of the coolest things to do in Hakodate here is Mount Hakodate is on the south end of the peninsula here, south of the city, and so there's a little ropeway that gets you up to the top of the mountain, and it's been rated as the best night view in all of Japan. You get to the top of the mountain up at the observatory, and you look north towards the city, and you can just see like the shape of the peninsula that the city's on. It's really cool. If you look at it from Google Earth perspective, you can kind of see what I'm talking about, and then just Google search like some night views of Hakodate, and that's exactly what I'm looking for. But yesterday the weather was crap. The mountain was all socked in the clouds anyway, but today it's supposed to be good around sunset, so I'm sure it's going to be super touristy, super crowded, so I probably want to get up there a little on the early side before sunset, hang up there for maybe a couple of hours it could take, and then watch the sunset. Get some awesome views of the cityscapes at night. So that's the big attraction I want to do. Get all my work done today, hopefully. We'll see what else happens. I'll check back in later. Here's the only views of the city I've seen so far, just from the hotel room here. But this is looking down to the south, and there's Mount Hakodate and the observatory on top. Well, it's lunchtime, so I just ran around the corner to a 7-Eleven and grabbed a bunch of stuff. The shelves down there were pretty cleaned out. All the like fresh food items were kind of gone. No rice balls and stuff like that. So I got plenty of stuff here though to tide me over for a lunch break. Still working on videos and planning otherwise. Well, it's starting to come up on evening. I think it's time to start heading out to Mount Hakodate, take the ropeway up to the top to enjoy some sunset and night views of the city. I definitely want to get there early, sooner rather than later. This has the potential to be very, very crowded, and it is still good weather, clear skies. It should be perfect for getting the awesome photogenic night views of the city that we're looking for. So we'll head out in a little bit. I think I'm just going to walk it. It's about 2 kilometers to the bottom of the mountain where the ropeway starts, and hopefully it's not like a huge congested line, but should be getting there with plenty of time to witness the sunset and stuff at the top of the mountain. And we'll just hang up there for a couple hours probably until it gets getting dark, see what the city looks like. Passing by this restaurant with a tank of live squid in it. That's cool. Lots of squid up in this part of the country. There's the base for the ropeway station. Can't tell if it's too crowded or not. Maybe not. Might be lucky. Made it to the top. This is looking out to the south. You can actually see the town of Oma from here, back in Aomori. I'll zoom in on it. Looking out to the west. There is a lot of people up here. It's definitely going to get more and more crowded as the minutes pass towards sunset. It is the perfect day for viewing from up here. It's clear everywhere, but now there's a cloud forming right over the mountain right at sunset. Now we're done with the ropeway, back at ground level as it were, back in town. It got extremely busy there as after the sunset, there's still tons of people piling up, going up the top. All things considered, I think we did a decent job trying to get some shots, but it was very, very difficult. Now we're just gonna head back to the hotel. All right, we survived the day, made it back to the hotel safely enough. It took a while to come down. Massive crowds up there, so there was a bit of a wait, taking the one ride down. But I'm about 4 hours past when I should have had dinner, so I stopped at a convenience store on the way back and gonna munch on some of that and then go straight to bed because it is way past my bedtime. So we'll get up some more activities for tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you all in the morning. Good morning. It was a bit of a late night last night, but I got a little bit of decent sleep at least. Up and ready to go, I think. We'll start off with an awesome breakfast here in the hotel, and it looks like right across the street is some kind of morning market, so that looks like kind of a popular touristy thing to go check out, and I think we'll do that right after breakfast. Hopefully it's not too crowded, but most likely will be. That might be the only big thing we get up to for today. I still got a little bit of planning I want to finalize. I've got most of the route all the way to Sapporo done, but there's kind of a 75-kilometer stretch that's very questionable with nowhere to stay, sleeping with the grizzly bears and that kind of thing. Well, there's not grizzlies up here, but there's big brown bears. Anyway, let's start the day with a breakfast and get moving a little bit. Oh, another excellent breakfast. I'm totally stuffed. I'm gonna let my stomach settle here for a bit in the room, and then I'll go out and try to find a walk around this morning marketplace. It was kind of cool in the little dessert section at the breakfast buffet. They had pudding cups, and a lot of the items are labeled and stuff where they come from and whatnot. But the pudding was from some agricultural high school up in Asahigawa, which is a little city pretty far in the inland in Hokkaido, and it's further north of Sapporo, so I should be passing through that little town. But it was kind of cool that some high school has their little pudding cup creation in a nice fancy hotel breakfast buffet, so that's kind of cool. But anyway, we'll sit here for a bit and then head out to this morning market. Okay, I think it's time to go wander around the market. It's all this area just down right across the street, right out the hotel view window. There's the market area, a lot of little food shops. We'll go wander around on the inside. I think there's some cool things to see potentially. We'll check it out. And this place has got lots of crabs. Some huge shellfish. There's a long line for this place. There's this huge tank. They're doing squid fishing. There's a bunch of live squid in there. Catch your squid and they prepare it so you can eat it super fresh just right here at one of these tables. That's pretty neat. Get your freshly dried squid. Kind of reminds me of a smaller version of the Tsukiji Fish Market in Tokyo. I got to see that before they bulldozed it to the ground and moved it over to a newer complex. This little shop specializes in the sea urchin. Little sea urchin bowls. Unidon. We got the little fresh tank out front. A lot of shrimp, a lot of salmon eggs, a lot of squid, a lot of crab. King crab barbecue. The squid are cool just to watch swimming around. Like you'd want to have one as a pet in a fish tank. Well, that was fun just to walk around. All fresh caught, fresh fish, I'm sure. Starting to get crowded, stuffy, super humid and muggy. Temperature is not too bad. I think it's still supposed to be in like the high 20s, slowly cooling, I think, over the next couple of days. Chance of rain coming in. I haven't looked at the typhoon forecast in a little bit, but maybe remnants from that. The typhoon may have swept all the way back out to sea at this point, but I'll double check those weather forecasts later. But for now, back to work, and let's check back a little bit later in the afternoon probably. Here's lunch. Just got back from running around to the 7-Eleven around the corner. I still don't feel like doing anything outside. It's hot, it's muggy, could rain, and on a 0 day, I just feel like doing nothing but laying around. So I'm gonna have lunch, and I'm getting my last video uploaded, so I think I'm just about done with all the work I need to accomplish. Well, coming up on dinner time, and I have no idea what I'm going to be doing. I'll probably just sign out this clip. We'll call it a day. I've just been finishing up work, relaxing, chilling. Is all I like doing on my usual 0 days. Um, I've got some snacks around here, but I don't know if it's enough for dinner. If I need to, I'll probably just wander back around to the 7-Eleven. And then we'll kick it off tomorrow with a really nice full breakfast buffet again before heading back on the road. I think I'm ready for the next stretch otherwise, which will take us all the way to Sapporo, I think is the next big town. We'll plan on taking a zero there. Um, so I think that's it. I'll get this video done and edited and uploaded, and I'll say once again, as I get more and more remote along the rest of the trail here, if you don't hear from me for a few days, it's normal. Just keep waiting patiently, and I'll post updates when I can if I get out of range of cell service here and there. But we're getting to the end. I kind of feel like this last stretch here is kind of like on the AT when you enter Maine. You're kind of like, you get that big rush relief. You're like, all right, I'm in the final stretch. But Maine on the AT is still like 300 miles of trail remaining. So that's kind of how it is, I feel, getting into Hokkaido, where it's like the last prefecture, the final phase, the final step, the last big island. But there's still like 600 plus kilometers left, so it'll still be like a month's worth of hiking. But anyway, we're ready to go. We're ready to do it one leg at a time. Thanks for watching. I will see you all in the next one.